Okay, so I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm constantly improving this deck. So, let's see what it looks like now it's revamped. So I got one Gaga girl instead of the 3 like what I had in the previous video. I find that she's really good. I can get her out in the deck very quickly because she is a spellcaster, so if I ever need her summoned, she will be. Still got my 3 Kiwi Magician Girls. And for those of you that don't know her effect, essentially when I want to get rid of her, she just gives everybody else a boost. She has a decent attack anyway, and for like 5 stars, she's quite easy to get out, especially if I have like lesser magicians like Apple Magician Girl. Or like Berry Magician Girl. I still got my 3 Dark Magician Girls in the deck, that's not going to change. Same with the Lemon Magician Girl. Lemon Magician Girl's ability is right there if you want to see it. So anyway, I got 3 of her. And then, of course, I got the Berry Magician Girls because why would you not want to get a Dark Magician Girl directly into your hand? I mean, this card's overpowered. And then I got my 3 Chocolate Magician Girls. There's her ability. So yeah, I got 3 of them. And like I was mentioning earlier, the Apple Magician Girl. It's a decent attack. It's a nice summoning monster, and it's a good tribute monster. But the ability on this also makes it decent, because then you can just simply, you know, get other cards out of your graveyard. For instance, if I were to like put out 3 Kiwi Girls into my graveyard by sacrificing them, so I get attack and defense. This card right here, if it's destroyed, I can, you know, pull 1 Kiwi Girl and then another one of each. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? It's just constantly recycling your cards. It's something that you like. So I got the 3 Dark Magicians. Then the Magician Robe. I got 3 of these. So essentially get rid of a spell card and you're going to have a Dark Magician Girls, or Dark Magician. Now this one was interesting. This is a new addition to the deck. I enjoyed reading this. When a spellcaster monster declares an attack, each player can special summon 1 spellcaster monster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. So that being said, Dark Magician Girl is sitting at 2,000, so I can just straight up summon Dark Magician Girl with this card if another one of my magicians attack. Which is an absolute win, because that is all my deck is spellcasters. So, and then Gold Apples, obviously it's going to stay. This is the emergency card when you're low on life points, but like, you got 1 in 60 chance of drawing it, so. But still, it's nice when you do draw it, because then you just, when your opponent sets up for the final blow, and you have that on the field, you just switch that. So say you get deduced down to like negative 200 life points. Doesn't matter with that card, you just regain them back. The duel technically should be over, but because of that card, you can just bring it back up. So then you get your Spellbinding Circle. Everybody knows that card. If you don't know that card, you haven't watched the Yu-Gi-Oh series or played. Then you got your 3 Bottomless Trap Holes. Now, this isn't as good as Trap Hole or Fisher, because it's with 1,500 or more attack. So I was struggling with that in a previous battle, because a lot of the time people are going to be playing out their lower monsters, and it sets them up so that they can create whatever other monster, and then usually their effect and they're linked. And finally, my 3 Mirror Forces came in. Now, I've had one of these played on me before. I use Rage of the Blue Eyes magic card, summon 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons on the first turn. And then my opponent had this as a face down card and destroyed all 3 of them instantly. So why not add that to the deck? Then I got 3 of these. I like trap cards, but I specifically like this one. This is what you need in a Dark Magician Girl deck. So, target one face-up monster on the field and special summon 1 monster from your hand or graveyard. Or graveyard is the key word. With the same original type as that monster's, but with a different original name. So, Kiwi Magician Girl can, be in my graveyard, and I could have an Apple Magician Girl on the field. And because it says Magician Girl in the name, I can summon another card, which would be the Kiwi Magician Girl, in my graveyard or in my hand, and summon it. As an added effect, if for some reason your opponent destroys this card when you activate it, you can immediately summon another Super Team Buddy Force Unite from your deck and add it to your spell or trap zone. And of course, you're going to want to take 3 because that's pretty OP. Then I got the two Dimension Guardians, which everybody should have in their deck. Why you wouldn't have that in your deck as a trap card is beyond me. Pretty much it negates one of your monsters being destroyed by effect or by battle. This does not include magic or trap card. Then I got my Magician Defenses, which is nice. You take half the damage as long as you have 1 spellcaster on the field. And then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard as a result of your opponent destroying the trap card with a magic card or effect, you can then summon 1 spellcaster type monster from your graveyard. Dark Renewal. Get rid of some of your opponent's monsters while also being able to, punch out a heavy hitting. So this one here is good for Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. But on the other hand, this is more so passive aggressive because you can destroy your opponent's monster plus one of your spellcasters on your side. And then you can get, monster from your deck or graveyard, it says. So, for instance, if I have my Dark Magician in the graveyard, I can just get, my Dark Magician back. But with this deck, it's very scenario. So if I needed a Dark Magician back, I'd want to do that. But if I need Dark Magicians in my graveyard, I would be sacrificing Dark Magician to put them there. And that'd be for the purposes of Dark Magician Girl. I still have the Eye of Midas. I kind of need this card in my deck in case I need to get the Amulet Dragon or Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight out. Because I do not want to add any other dragon types to this deck. And then Magicalize Fusion. This saved me quite a few times. Fusion summon 1 spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed in it from the field or your graveyard. So, again, this is kind of like a 1 trope, but if I really need like Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight out so that I can destroy any card on my opponent's side of the field as a quick effect, I'm unfortunately going to banish a Dark Magician and the Eye of Midas, and then I won't be able to get Amulet Dragon back. But since I don't have anything in my deck to get my magic cards back out of my graveyard, I see this as a bonus. And then Monster Reborn. The Archfiend Staff of Despair. Basically, equip that to your monster, and the opponent's enemy monster, their attack gets half of whatever this is equipped to. So if I have it equipped to Kiwi Girl, for instance, it's at 1800. So it'd be 900 attack less. I think I did the math right. 1,000 divided into is 500, and then 800 divided into is 400. So yeah, 900. So if I had that equipped, my opponent's entire enemy monsters lose 900 attack. Sort of deep-seated. I like it because you can constantly equip it to any monsters that you have on the field. And if that monster gets destroyed, you can just put it on top of your deck. And you get an extra 500 attack and 500 defense. There is absolutely no negatives to the card other than if you don't have a lot of monsters on the field. When this is destroyed, this is going to be the next card that you draw, and then you could get stuck. Sage's Stone. Every deck needs that has, Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl in it. Because it just goes hand in hand. Because if you have a Dark Magician Girl, I can just immediately summon Dark Magician. Which is good because it's another 2,500 point or 2,500 attack Pokemon. Or not Pokemon. Oh my god. Oh, the hate's going to come for that. Another 2,500 attack monster. And if it does get destroyed, it's still a bonus for me because then it adds to Dark Magician Girl for her attack. So, Fusion Gate. While this card is on the field, the turn player can fusion summon one fusion monster from their extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from their hand or the field. So again, it's just another quick way of getting out Amulet Dragon or Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Axe of Despair. It's also another thing that I love for boosting just the attack really quick. The equipped monster with this card increases their attack by 1,000 points, but when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, if you offer one monster on your side of the field as tribute, this will return to the top of your deck. So again, if I want more monsters in my graveyard, I can get them in there. For instance, if I have a Dark Magician, okay, and I want it destroyed, or if I have another card that has an effect that when destroyed, its effect gets you get what I'm saying. Mystic Plasma Zone for that, field bonus there. This is basically when you're going all out and you want to just attack because you're going to lose your defense. Not that it really matters. And then, here we go. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand as field material, including a spellcaster monster. These right here, I love because you can use a spellcaster monster as a material piece. So, if I, for some reason, lost my Eye of Timaeus into my graveyard, if I have a Dark Magician Girl in my hand or on the field, and I need the Eye of Timaeus as a fusion material, I can substitute the spellcaster monster instead. And then Raigeki, obviously you just destroy all your opponent's monsters. That's a good one. If I could, and I had the cards, I'd have 3 of these. Polymerization, just in case, I don't get any of my other ritual quick ways of getting it out. We go old school and just get the polymerization if we have it in the hand. That's another chance variable of me getting a Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, or Amulet Dragon out onto the field. And then last but not least, my newest addition is Dark Burning Magic. If you control both Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, destroy all cards on your opponent. All cards your opponent controls. So even if you were to take possession of my one of my cards, it's still destroyed. So if he, for instance, has control of my card because of a quick effect, and it's on his side of the fight, it doesn't matter. If it's on his controlled field, it's destroyed. And it's a quick effect, so I can play it right from my hand. So yeah, that's my new Dark Magician deck. It's always improving, and I'm going to test it out, hopefully today. Thank you for watching.